Hi, today's segment is going to be on thinkers and the impact behavioral styles have in working with a thinker. For me, as a socializer, a thinker can be my most challenging client to work with. Whether they're a seller or a buyer, it can be difficult. A thinker is going to expect analysis. They are going to expect you to provide them with a specific timetable. And one of the things they like the most is for you to be logical. They want everything to make sense. One of the things that really turns off thinkers is someone who's chatty. So as I've said before, oftentimes salespeople have a behavioral style as a socializer, which means we have a tendency to be a little chatty. When working with a thinker, the biggest favor you can do yourself is to zip it and to not be as chatty. Warm, respectful, bit analytical. When you speak, know what you're speaking about, and always make sure that you're not speaking off the top of your head. A thinker will respect you more if you simply say, I don't have the answer to that question. However, they are no nonsense, and they don't want you to just pull something out of a hat. They want you to be clear and concise in your communication with them. And it's important that you bring all the relevant data that you have been able to gather when you meet them. Initially, when you're meeting a thinker, one of the ways you'll be able to see that they're a thinker, and you've already taken the Platinum Rule training, so you already know this, is that they're a bit closed. They're not as warm. They're not as engaging. And they really don't want you to ask them a bunch of questions about themselves and their families and what they like and what they don't like. They're very task-oriented, and they want you to focus, just like a director, on the task at hand. It will also be important with a thinker. They follow a lot of they have a lot of similarities with the director, so it's also important with a thinker that you make sure that you are on time, that your meeting is very organized, and it would even behoove you to have a bit of an agenda or an outline. When working with a thinker, one of the other things that would be nice to do is to set expectations from the very beginning. What are the outcomes that they're looking for? This would be valuable in all behavioral styles, but most especially with a thinker. What is it that they are trying to accomplish? In what period of time? And once you have that understanding and you adhere to that, you will gain their respect. One of the things that happens when you gain the respect of anyone in their behavioral style is that you will find that they will be an advocate. You will create a minion of soldiers out there for you, bringing you business. Because once you learn how to work with them and you're not telling them what to do, and you're simply asking them what their needs are, you will find that your relationship with each one of these behavioral styles, and most especially with the thinker, is going to be very solid.